guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of the meal kit delivery service, HungryRoot. HungryRoot has a lot of different options for people who have dietary restrictions, whether it be vegan, gluten-free. They have all kinds of stuff. And I was initially drawn to them because I saw that they had a bunch of vegan meals that were like really cool, like good looking, delicious things. And unlike other meal kit delivery services, I saw that they offered like vegan meat substitutes like Beyond Sausage, and also some vegan like cheese substitutes and stuff like that. Just like, that's how I would normally eat. You know, I'd normally have like some kind of faux meat or faux cheese in my, you know, meals that I cook at home. Instead of like other meal kits, they just have like vegetables and tofu, and it's just like kind of like just boring stuff. So when you first go to sign up, it's pretty cool how they do it, because they will have you sort of fill out like a food profile. So they give you like a little questionnaire that asks you, you know, how many people are you feeding, and like what are your goals in, as in like, do you want to lose weight, do you want to eat healthier. They ask you your dietary restrictions, so this is where I put vegan because I am vegan. You could also put gluten-free, you know, whatever dietary restrictions, this is where you would put that in. This will make sure that everything they show you is within your dietary restrictions. Then they kind of ask you how you eat throughout the day, whether you snack or do you eat breakfast, stuff like that. Then they will show you examples of some different meals and let you choose what looks good to you. And so they really ask you a lot of questions to get a really good idea of what kind of meals they should recommend to you based on what you really like. So I think that's really cool that it's really personalized to you, and they can give you recommendations based on what you actually like versus just being like, here, take this. So then after the quiz, they will give you a personalized meal plan. They have like the little chef's picks, and they will give you set meals based on what you answered on the quiz, but that's not set in stone. You can change that out for any other meals, so you can delete and go and pick some meals that actually sound better to you if you don't like the sound of some of those meals. So you can pick whatever you like. It's fully customizable. If you don't like something that they recommended to you, you can change that. You're not stuck with that. So that's pretty cool. And they have a ton of options on there to choose from. So on July 8th, I got my first package, and everything was in there that I ordered, but a lot of the items in the box were kind of warm. Nothing was like super cold, so that was a little alarming. And also the gel packs that were supposed to keep it cool were actually like completely melted. I thought maybe that they weren't supposed to be frozen because they were gel, but then I ended up taking them in my cooler to the beach, and they froze solid in the cooler, so they were supposed to be frozen, or at least slightly frozen, to keep all the produce in the box cool, and they weren't. And I figured out later that when I went to go cook some stuff, that some of the produce had gone bad, and that was really gross and very disappointing. There were a lot of meals that I really enjoyed. My favorites were probably the pesto ravioli meal. It came with the Kite Hill ravioli that has like almond ricotta in it, which I never tried before because it's kind of expensive, but it was really, really good. It came with a pesto sauce, a kale pesto sauce, and some baby broccoli, and it was super easy to cook. All you had to do was like chop up the broccoli, cook the broccoli, boil the pasta obviously, and just put the sauce right on there. So super simple, like 3 things in there. Very easy, very delicious. Love that one. There was also a tofu curry that I really liked. I thought this one was delicious, but my boyfriend really didn't like it very much. So to each their own, I guess. One thing that was bad about it though was I had to throw away the zucchini that came with it because it had gone bad. It was like rotten, and it was slimy, and it was gross, and I almost threw up, but everything else was pretty good. The little tofu bites that came with it were really yummy. I also really like this one that I got that they called a market plate. It was delicious. It had the pumfu with it, which is like pumpkin seed tofu, I guess. So instead of soybeans, it's pumpkin seed tofu. Does that make any sense? Anyways, it was really delicious, and I had kind of been wanting to try that stuff for a long time anyways, so I was excited when I saw that they had something that had the the pumfu with it. That was pretty good. That's one thing that I really liked about these meals from HungryRoot, is that I got to try a lot of new products that I probably wouldn't have tried had I not gotten this service. So that's one thing I really liked about it. Excuse me. But then I had another problem with this one. The potatoes that were supposed to go with it were bad, and they were so squishy and they were so gross. They smelled horrible. I didn't even take a video of it because it was so disgusting. I didn't want you guys to have to see that. It literally was making me throw up. It was so gross. So that sucked. I ended up making mac and cheese and putting that on the bottom of all the stuff instead of having the potatoes, which were supposed to go with it. So another thing that went bad, that was really disappointing and really gross. The next meal I didn't have any issues with. It was just straight up delicious. It was the I think the brand is called Bonza chickpea pasta, and it had the kale pesto sauce with it again, the Beyond sausage with it. It was really easy, super quick, super delicious. Love that, love that. I ended up getting 2 weeks. I'm not gonna mention every meal that I had here, or this would be like a 30-minute, 45-minute long video. But I'm just gonna say that most of the meals were really delicious. There was a couple that I just didn't really care for in there. And then like the two main problems I had with stuff going bad was the potatoes and the zucchini slices, like I told you guys earlier. Everything else was pretty good and very, very easy to prepare. I also got a few desserts with my order. It came with this black bean brownie batter and these chickpea almond cookie dough. It was really good. The brownie batter was so good. I've actually never cooked it because I'm just eating it with a spoon, because it says on the side, like, you know, you can eat it raw, obviously, because it has no egg or anything like that in it. And it's too hot to run the oven, so I'm just eating like spoonfuls here and there, which is like shameful. But also there were a few snacks and things, some smaller like breakfast items. The one, I think it's called Bobo's Oat Bar. I've seen them before in the store, but I've never gotten them. That was like absolutely gross. It was like really dry, and somehow it was like too sweet. Like I don't know. That was really weird. There was also like I think you pronounce it muesli. It's kind of like a granola thing that was supposed to be for breakfast as well. And I just added soy milk to that, like it was granola, and I just added soy milk to the muesli to kind of like if it was granola or cereal or whatever, and it was really, really good. It had like apples and cinnamon in it, so really like that. Also, this little cold brew coffee that I got was so good. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that brand of cold brew coffee anywhere, because it was just like maybe the best cold brew coffee I've ever had. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but it was very good. The brand I think was called Black Bear, I think. I don't know, you guys will see it. Overall, I really appreciated quiet, no barking. No barking. I really appreciated how easy and quick the meals were to make. Overall, I really appreciated how easy and quick most of the meals were. Overall, I really appreciated how quick and easy all the meals were to make. I really enjoyed most of them, and the only problems I had were that some of the produce wasn't fresh. They definitely have some quality control issues that they need to work on as far as keeping the produce fresh and how they can do that, but overall everything was pretty good. My experience with them was pretty good, and I think I would get this service again. I will say it was just a tad bit expensive, like just a tad. Like, it was almost okay, it's just a little more than I'd like to spend on groceries. My first order I think was $90, around $90. Then the second order was $123, I believe, but it came with like 3 breakfast items each time, a few snacks and like 5 dinners, I think. So it's not crazy expensive, it's just more than I would normally spend on groceries. Overall everything was really great. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this was helpful for you, if you liked it, please leave a like and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much guys for watching. Cheers.